I'll be talking about the story of Daniel and the lion den. Can you bring up Daniel chapter 6, verse 1? Daniel chapter 6, verse 1. Okay. It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 satraps. Satraps are basically like governors, and to be over the whole kingdom. In the beginning, King Darius set up 120 satraps to help them run the country. Among them, he had chosen Daniel. Now, Daniel was already well known in the Persian kingdom. Not only was he chosen as a satrap, he was put above the others. Daniel 6:4. So the governors and satraps sought to find some charge against Daniel concerning the kingdom, but they could find no charge or fault, because he was faithful, nor was there any error or fault found. The other satraps were jealous, so they began looking for ways to trip him up. Daniel 6:5 says, Then these men said, "We shall not find any charge against this Daniel, unless we find it against him concerning the law of his God." Daniel chapter 6, verse 6 also says, "So these governors and satraps thrown before the king, and said thus to him, King Darius live forever." They chose something they knew Daniel would not forego: his prayer and his faith, to entrap him and enslave him. In the modern day world, it is very much the same. They will try to target our faith and try to chip it away, which causes us to stumble sometimes. They will challenge our faith and try to mock it. When that happens, we need to respond like Daniel. Daniel 6:7 says, all the governors of the kingdom, the administrators and satraps, the counselors and the advisors have consulted together to establish a royal statute and to make a firm decree that whoever petitions any god or man for 30 days except you, O king, shall be cast into the den of lions. With this being done, other satrap, Daniel chapter 6 verse 8 also says, "Now, O king, establish a decree and sign the writing, so that it cannot be changed, according to the law of Medes and Persians, which does not alter." With this being done, the other satraps, knowing David would not obey the decree, they tricked Daniel into losing his decree. Daniel 6:10 says, Now when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went home, and in his upper room, with his windows open towards Jerusalem, he knelt down on his knees 3 times that day and prayed and gave thanks before his God, and was his custom since early days. Even though he heard this foreboding punishment, he continued to pray 3 times a day. The other satraps saw him and went to King Darius and told him who disobeyed his order, which is Daniel. Daniel chapter 6, verse 16 says, So the king gave the command, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of the lions. But the king spoke, saying to Daniel, "Your God, whom you serve continually, he will deliver you." Even though they threw him in the den, Darius acknowledged God would save him. Now Daniel did not shy away from his faith. Neither should we. When faced with trials and persecutions, our beliefs, we have to turn our foundations in Jesus Christ. If we stay true to our faith, God will reward us for that. After Daniel was thrown in the den, God shut the mouths of the lions. He saved Daniel because he was faithful. He was a faithful servant. As the story continues, we see more evidence of God's promises and Daniel's trust in them. The moral or the message of the story is that we need to trust God. Even the world will turn their back on us and oppose us for our beliefs. We have to strengthen our foundation with God in order to stand firm when we are persecuted.